Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out MouseCraft. MouseCraft is by Curve and Crunching Koalas. It is a game about puzzling cats? I don't know. It's about cats who are trying to, well, a cat who's trying to prove it some sort of experiment with mice. I don't know. So we'll go have a look at the rewards quick. Actually, no, we'll go look at the options first. There's not much here, but you know, sound effects, music, and you can turn off or on the tutorials, which is great. You might want to turn that off after a little bit. Rewards, we can check our stats here. As we can see, I've completed about 29 levels. There's 80 in the full game, so I thought this might be a good idea to do some first impressions at this point. There is a level editor in this game, but it's useless, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But first, let's go and have a look at the videos. The videos tell you the story, but as you can, there's not really that much to them. There's only some sound effects, and everything's subtitled. And the subtitles go by a little bit fast. Yeah, that's just an example, but there's a couple of those throughout the game, not much. Now, the level editor. You want to know why it's useless? Because you can't share levels online. I never get the idea of making games where you can't share levels. Making level editors in games where you can't share the levels online. It's such a waste of time. Why would you even bother to make it if you can't share the levels online? Because the one problem with level editors, because of that, is that the people who are making their own levels are the people who are playing their own levels. So by the time you've got a level all polished up and down pat, you're gonna have a level that already know how to solve, so you can just finish it immediately. So I don't get what the point is. Maybe if you pass your Vita around to other people in the house and try and get them to solve the puzzles, but that seems a bit iffy to me. Alright, so as we can see here, there are 80 levels in the full game. And the game continues to introduce new mechanics throughout the game, which is quite impressive. It continues to introduce mechanics every few levels, so as you can see, all those question mark block boxes are new mechanics. And you also require these anima shards. You need X amount of anima shards to unlock the next area. So for example, if I don't get 70 anima shards, I won't be able to move on to this set of levels. If I can't get 115, I won't be able to move on to this set. And for the set we've already got going here, there are gold, silver, and bronze cogs. Gold cogs are getting all the mice and all the anima shards. Bronze cogs are missing both of them, and silver is getting one of them perfect, but one of them not. So we'll just move straight on to level 30. Loading times are thankfully very minor. So what's the idea of this game? Well, the idea is that you have mice up in any particular area, like that mouse wheel up there, you see that? Yep, that's where the mice come out. And you have to successfully navigate them to the end of the level without getting them all killed. Getting just one mouse to the end is enough to finish the level, but if you want to get a gold cog, you have to get all the blue things, which you can see down the bottom there, there's 2 of them, and you have to get every single mice to the end, and you get 3 of them on every level. So we have a bomb here. That's an enemy up there. We don't want anything to actually come into contact with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try blowing this up. Okay, this might be what I want. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we don't really want to go for all the anima shards because I am crap at puzzle games. So what we're going to do here is we are going to let this play out. So if we press square, we can let this play out. That purple block down there will actually defend mice from falling. Most of the levels with the baddies in this game, it's kind of depressing because you often find yourself... Oh, I can actually destroy this since I got a bomb, so I can destroy that, get that, and when they come back along, I can put this down. So now they can all hop up into the cheese there. And we're done. You can also force the level to go onwards early, but you know, you don't really want to do that if you can avoid it. The briefing for this game, like the press release I got for it, described it as a combination of Tetris and Lemmings. I don't think that's fair to Lemmings, but to give this game credit, at least it's still enjoyable enough. to not really want, for me, not to really want to call anybody out for it, because it is still enjoyable enough that I can say this would be worth a buy, except for a couple of things that I don't really like about it, but I'll get into that. So, what can we do here? Well, what we want to do is we want to... Actually, you know, I'll show off some of the other features this game has. So, as you can already tell, you drop these bricks down in order to help. We can also press the circle button to undo any things we've made. That circle button is very useful. Get used to it. We can also pause the game anytime we like. So, just for example, we'll start this off, but then we hit pause. And now we can, well, as you can see, we can do whatever we like while the game's paused. So that's a thing. So what we'll do is we'll let them go along here. Okay, they just got a bomb, so what we want to do is we want to provide them a way back up the top there. But the question is, how do we do that? We don't actually want to crush them with the block, by the way. That'll kill them. Unfortunately, we can't seem to build them a way back up, so it looks like we're going to need that other brick. I assume they want it to be put right here. Yeah, I imagine that's what they want done with it. Okay, I think I get how this level's supposed to be solved. So, those... No, hold on. I'll undo this back to the beginning so we can do this again. There we go. Okay, we put this down here. We put this here so the mice can get over. And then when they get over and get that bomb, we'll destroy... we'll just start here. We'll destroy that square box on the left. You can also hold square to make the mice go faster. Alright, now that we've got the bomb, we'll blow this up. Let them go across and get the bomb. Blow this up. Make sure they don't get... Oh. Okay, so we've gone and screwed ourselves here. So what we need to do is get rid of that. So as you can see, the undo function is actually pointing back here, which is kind of nice. So, okay, so it appears that we're going to need to use this crumbly thing here. Oh, I get it. No wonder they give you those. Okay. Undo again. We put this here so that it collapses when all three mice will walk over it. We put this here. Well, no, we put this here so that we can send some mice over, get that, and then they'll end up falling down. See, this game's got a fair amount of puzzle variety in it, doesn't it? So, now that we've got this little setup going, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, so we let them... Oh, dear. Right, I get it. I think I get it. I don't think I get it, actually. I never claimed to be good at puzzle games. Puzzle games were never my forte. This has always been a thing with me. What do we do here exactly? Somebody's probably already figured this out and is yelling at me. But... Okay, so, hold on. If we undo this a couple more times, we can hold this... Hey, I got an email. We can hold this here, and then let one go down and grab the bomb, then put this over and let the other mouse come over, then we can... Alright, let's just try that, see how it works. So this is just a good example of how the... Okay, hold on. Oh, bollocks. Undo that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to let these come over here. Now we want to be very quick with the pause button, because if these guys start moving to another square, it will... Hold on, we'll put this here. And unpause. No. Oh, killed it. Well, no, I didn't kill it, but... Thankfully, we didn't kill it. Now, we put this here, I gather. Then we use this bomb to take this out, I think? Alright, then, yeah, then we wait for them all to... Oh, damn, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. We use this bomb to take this out. Wait for him to come down. And then we destroy this. And all three of the mice get to the end with all three of the pieces of the anima shards. And we move on to the next level. So this is how MouseCraft works. It is a well-designed puzzler. It's fairly minimalistic. There's not that much to it, but they do keep adding new mechanics every few levels. And there's a fair few levels to work with, and it will keep you entertained for a few hours. However, one problem with this game is probably going to be the price. I wouldn't pay $15 for this, but I think that's what they're actually going to charge for this when the game comes out. Because this game's been out on early access on Steam, if you don't know what that means. This game's been on Steam Early Access for about 6 months at this point, and it's been $15 the entire time. So I'm worried they're going to release this at $15, because I don't think this is worth buying for $15. For $10, yeah, if you like puzzles and if you think you can play this game well enough, absolutely. But for $15, it seems like it's a bit much. Call me Mr. Dollars, call me Mr. Cheapo here, but that's just what I think. So, what do you think we should do here? Well, we're going to get one bomb immediately after the game starts, so we'll wait for that to happen, and then we'll hit the instant pause. Now, we will have a look and see what we can actually do. Well, we can blow open... We can blow this block up and get that block to fall down, but that means we won't be able to get that animal shard, but I don't even know how we'd get that in the first place. So, what exactly do they want us to do here? Well, let's see how those blocks react to someone touching them. No reaction at all. Can we do something like... Oh, we could do that. But that fall would probably kill the mice. So let's put this here. And we'll put this here for that one mouse to go up. Okay, now it'll go and grab that animal shard. And then it'll come back. Now what do? Interesting. I do not appear to have this puzzle figured out. Well, we could use a bomb on that. Let's see how that works. Let's just hit undo a couple of times and get it back to normal. Okay, let's see. We will hit play. Okay, so if we blow this up, what happens? Oh, I see. Okay, that's something else. So let's just rewind time here a bit. We will start the clock. We will pause time here. We will put this down here. Send that mouse up there. And while it's there... Oh, God. Whoops. Well... You know what? You know the solution to that puzzle already, because I am terrible. So we'll just move on to the next puzzle. This is an enjoyable game. I don't see myself finishing it because I'm not a very big puzzler guy, and considering there's 40 more levels and they're starting to get more difficult, I'm probably going to be a little bit of a pussy and wimp out at some point. But, to be fair on it, it is a perfectly enjoyable game, and I do quite like it. It is a fun little romp. It's a silly little thing, but... You know what they say about silly little things? They're usually the most fun things. So, oh, this might be a problem. This might be a problem. I have a feeling I know where this is going. So, what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to try and save... whoops. Didn't mean to do that. We're going to want to try and keep these guys from walking on that for as long as possible. So, what do we want to do here? We want to... Because I imagine that if they walk along there for too long, they're gonna be somewhat screwed by the idea of because those blocks crumble after 2 walks. So let's put this here and just see how it reacts, and we can undo that later. Yeah, I imagined that was what was gonna happen. So let's rewind that. Let's rewind that again. So, what do we want to do here? Well, we want to try and keep that stuff in the air for as long as possible. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put this here. And we'll see what happens. We can also destroy any one brick we like. I don't see what benefit this will get us, though. There is probably another solution to that, but I've got both the anima shards. Oh, we got a new mechanic. We might as well play one more level just to see how this works. The exploding brick. Kills everything within 1 unit range after it's touched. That's interesting. It's a fine game. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, those tutorial things are annoying because the only way you can dismiss them normally is to double tap them, and it'll actually put a block on the arena. It's a little bit annoying. Okay. Yeah, most of this game is waiting for the rodents to actually kill themselves. There's no real danger to the enemies because you want to try and have them killed before you can even start. So we don't really want to put that there, I don't think. Whoops. Don't know how I managed to pause that, but whatever. Oh. Oh, I get what they mean, so we wait for him to come and activate that. Oh, I accidentally managed to kill one of the mice. Oh well. And they can all go to the end. All 2 of them. That was my dog walking out the room, by the way, if you're wondering what that sound was. So that was a look at MouseCraft. It's a genuinely good puzzler. It is fairly clever in the use of its mechanics. It gives you lots of extra mechanics to work with as time goes on. Why can I not move the... Oh yeah, I can move it. It's just annoying sometimes. Because as you can see here, it looks like you have to press right, but no. It's constantly got go to previous puzzle mapped to the left on the D-pad and go to the newest puzzle to the right on the D-pad. So it gets kind of annoying, but still, it's got a fair amount of charm to it. It's got lots of mechanics that unlock over time. It's got 80 levels, so it'll keep you occupied for a little while at least. $15 might be a bit too expensive for it, in my personal opinion, but if it's $10 or less, go for it. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.